feel more hungry, even though they have more reserve. So someone who is thinner, who has a smaller sac, doesn't feel as much hungry, even though they have less reserve. So hunger is not really necessarily connected to how much reserve you have in your body, like how much fat pads you have that your liver can turn into energy. That's not what hunger is based on. Hunger is based on how big the empty sac is. So, which is why one of the surgeries that are done for people who are overweight is where they go and they do and then they basically remove a part of the stomach. They make the sac smaller basically, and then if they don't follow the proper diet, eating the sac, because the stomach is just very elastic, it gets big again, and then they go back to the same problem they had before. So you have to follow a certain diet. But the logic here is that if you put a rock on the stomach and you pull it, right, and you basically stick. You're closing the sac, so the emptiness there's less emptiness inside, so you don't feel as much hunger. Now, I know I'm saying this to you, and most of you are saying like this, but you actually have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Neither do I, because we've never had to do that in our lives, and we don't understand that degree of hunger. Like we haven't felt that degree, even when you're fasting Ramadan in the middle of July, when Maghrib is 9:20 and Fajr is 4:10. We still don't feel that degree of hunger at the end of it. This is hunger that means the person has not been nourished properly for the last 3 or 4 days for them to feel that way. So they came to him, alayhi salatu wasalam, the bottom line, Abu Talha and a few other people, and they complained to him that they were hungry, and they lifted their galabiyas, showing that they had a rock each tied to their bellies to mitigate the hunger. يقول فرفع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن بطنه عن حجرين. The Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام lifted his galabiyah. He didn't say anything. He just lifted his galabiyah, and he had 2 rocks that were on his stomach عليه الصلاة والسلام, tied out of hunger عليه الصلاة والسلام. قال أبو عيسى هذا حديث غريب من حديث أبي طلحة لا نعرفه إلا من هذا الوجه ومعنى قوله ورفعنا عن بطوننا عن حجر كان أحدهم يشد في بطنه الحجر من الجهد والضعف الذي به من الجوع. So Abu Isa Tirmidhi, he explains what I just explained to you, that people would tie rocks to their bellies because they were so tired and hungry, and the weakness they felt from hunger. And when they came to the Prophet ﷺ complaining of hunger, and then they showed him a rock, he pulled up his galabiyah and he showed them to ﷺ, and they understood that he was going through exactly what they were going through, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's a true leader, and that's someone who's truly a part of his nation, where he would refuse to eat if people around him had not eaten first, and he would not be nourished and he would not be full if the people around him were not full first, alayhi salatu wasalam. And that's just the nature of his character. I hope that was evident. يروي الإمام الترمذي في جامعه بسند حسن عن أنس قال عن أبي طلحة رضي الله عنه قال شكونا إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم الجوع ورفعنا عن بطوننا عن حجر فرفع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم عن بطنه عن حجرين. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه